Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. It's Saturday morning, January the 28th, 2017 at 9:03 a.m., 43 degrees in Central Texas, USA. And this is Rusty 78609 on his way to do his walking. It's a little too cool this morning, so I'm going to go do a little this morning. Then this afternoon is supposed to be in around 62 here in the Texas Hill Country, so I'll go do my walk, some more walking this afternoon. And anyway, it seems like I get in the habit of doing these videos in the morning, and the sun shines always right in the camera, and it makes it a little dark. But that's the way it is. It may not be able to upload it anyway. So, what's going on today? Oh, for you guys that are new to this channel, that are newly subscribed, I full-time RV'd for about 20 years. I live in a travel trailer now in Central Texas at my home base, and I also go camping or traveling in a Toyota Prius and camp it in. So if you car camp or RV, check out my playlist on my homepage, or channel homepage at Rusty 78609. A lot of tips. Anyway, still having some minor issues uploading videos. I'm not sure if it's, well, I thought it might be the camera, but it's not, because I've tried other cameras. And, you know, I guess if you want to buy a new camera, you can always come up with a reason. Anyway, we're going to go right into the sun here for a minute. And, but anyway, it's a beautiful day, really. It's no wind, you know, no ice, no snow, none of that stuff. So, can't complain, I guess. But anyway, what I was thinking about this morning, yesterday evening too, because I'm in this mode of sometime in the future, hopefully getting me a B+ motorhome and live in it instead of my 26-foot travel trailer. And I got to thinking about, well, you know, what are the real costs of living in a travel trailer as compared to living in a motorhome? Are there any real significant differences? And I can't think of any. I mean, here, the gas mileage, when you're towing a 26-foot travel trailer with a gasoline-powered pickup, you're going to get about 10 miles a gallon, maybe 8 to 10, in that range. That's it. You might, but let's just say you average 10. I don't know. I'd have to say that I probably averaged approximately 10. There was a few times I might have gotten 12, but it was because of the wind and other things. So, in a motorhome, a Class B plus motorhome, that would be approximately, that would be the same, 10 miles a gallon. As far as maintaining it, you've got to maintain your tow vehicle if you have a travel trailer, so you got to maintain your motorhome, same thing. You got to buy tires, you got to change the oil, filters and stuff, get it inspected, you know, license plates, same. So it looks like there's no, and as far as the cost of insurance, RV insurance is not expensive. I mean, I pay $25 a month for 100% coverage on my 26-foot Jayco J-Flight through Geico. I mean, what it is, it's just part of the auto policy. You know, and it's 100% coverage. I mean, no matter what happens, even theft, I think they've got $2,500, or we got $2,500 worth of, if somebody stole some stuff. And I guess what I'm saying about is contents, personal contents, yeah, like $2,500. And that would probably more than cover everything I've got, because I don't have much. But so anyway, that's kind of interesting, a little exercise. And then I went one step farther, and I got to think, well, how much more would it cost to live, if any, to live a nomadic lifestyle for me? Now, for other, you know, everybody's got their individual picture, or their individual expenses. So I'm talking about mine, and you can build out from that. But so if I decided to get a B+, or I got one, B+ motorhome, it got 10 miles a gallon, and I decided to live full-time nomadic lifestyle, just travel around and come back to my home base maybe 3 months a year, 3 or 4 months a year, how would that work out? Well, the only cost really that would be noticeable would be the gasoline, fuel cost, and of course any other maintenance items on the motorhome itself. And that wouldn't be too bad, I don't think, because it depends on how much I drive and how long I stay in each place, each location. So, but a nomadic lifestyle, it appears to me that whenever you move from an apartment or a brick and mortar home to go live on the road, whether it's in a van or a car or a motorhome or a travel trailer or whatever, that yes, you are getting away from your rent, house payment, property taxes and that sort of thing, but you are picking up some other expenses. So you're not getting a total washout of your rental or home house payment. So what you end up with is you're in effect, as you travel around buying gasoline, the gasoline becomes part of your quote rent, and then your cost of staying at campgrounds or other places becomes part of your quote rent or house payment. And most nomads, particularly those in vans and some in cars, mostly in vans, they live pretty much free in that they don't stay at, of course, RV parks or state parks or national parks very often, if ever. Most of them stay at free camping grounds or free camping areas or stealth camp in cities or Walmarts or whatever. And so they can get by pretty cheap. And of course that lifestyle, it can be very comfortable if you can stand up. I think it'd be all right. For those people that live in vans where they can't, it's that's a little different. And but I was just reviewing the overall expense picture, and for me, if I went on the road, of course, I wouldn't have to pay. Look at this in front of me. These guys are on bicycles, okay? And this is Central Texas, USA. Now, if I'm Bubba and I'm in a duty going 80 miles an hour, and I come over this hill right now, and there they are, you'd have why don't they move to the right? Come on, guys. I guarantee you, they've had them get run over up here before. I know they're out of Austin, Texas, where they have bike lanes and so forth, but up here, old Bubba in that dually diesel pickup comes over a hill and they're right in front of him and he's going 80 miles an hour. They're dead. But anyway, that doesn't have a damn thing to do with the cost of traveling around in a travel trailer or motorhome. But it looks like, of course, it's the same old story. You see what you want to see and you hear what you want to hear. So if you pick a direction and go, all of a sudden you just want to see those things that reinforce your great decision. But me being an old bean counter, an old CPA type, I try to be realistic with the numbers, and I think I have, and it looks like in my situation, if I decide, and I'm able to in the next 3 years, to get a Class B plus motorhome, with a payment around $300 or less, which would put it in the $25,000 price range, because you can finance them for 10 years, a used one. And so, my car payment, that's about the same, so that's a push. And, I could do away with, I can put my water on what they call vacation because I'm a seasonal. I'm a seasonal customer on the water system. That's how they set me up, seasonal, so that I can disconnect and reconnect my water anytime I want to. And you just pay a $40 connect fee, so I could be gone for 6 months and not have to pay the water bill, which is $60 a month, believe it or not. And so that would be one bill I could save. Number two would be my internet. You can also put it on my Wi-Fi. You can put it on vacation. I think they charge you a $10 fee to put it on vacation. So I can pick up right at $100 there savings. And Matilda, the trash can, is about $25 a month. That trashy woman she is. Matilda's my garbage can, and so it looks to me, realistically, that living a nomadic lifestyle, if that's what you enjoy doing, which I don't know, I've done it before in the travel trailer, and I don't know if I really enjoyed it all that much. Pulling that travel trailer and setting it up and all that, I didn't really get a big kick out of that. And but with a Class B, where you just pull in and basically level it up with just some blocks or something, kind of exactly like I do with my Prius, only it would be slightly longer and slightly wider. It's pretty much the same as Prius camping, only it's got all the amenities. Again, see what you want to see and you hear what you want to hear. You don't get 50 miles a gallon, that's for sure. But I'm just comparing the expenses of what I've got now with what I may have in the future. And one of the viewers left a comment this morning that's true if I can remember it. And if you can handle the worst case scenario, then it's probably a pretty good deal. And the worst case scenario in my change, going from a trailer to going to a Class B motorhome, the worst case scenario is I just decide I don't want to pay that much for gasoline, and two, I don't like traveling with motorhome. And then what would I do? I'd just go right back to a travel trailer. How difficult would that be? Not at all. Not at all. Wouldn't be a problem at all. But anyway, this is Highway 29, scratch that, Highway 281 for you new guys. Central Texas, USA. Had a comment asking about if there were any lakes around here. Yes, there are several lakes formed by the Colorado and Llano rivers up here. This is called the Highland Lakes area. Another one asked about the humidity in this area. The humidity in Central Texas is okay. It's it's lower than South Texas, lower than East Texas, but not as dry as West Texas. West Texas is basically desert. And so anyway, that answers that. But anyway, I started a video this morning on Elio, and at first it went into the preparing mode, and then it started uploading after a few minutes. So, maybe that issue will resolve itself. I want to think it's the phone, so I'll go get another phone, but it's not. It's not. Sometimes the camera does do some things that are kind of strange, and I may end up having to get another camera. I don't know. I hate to spend the money. So guys, it's a beautiful day in Central Texas, and I've talked about the expenses of traveling in a travel trailer versus a motorhome. Living in a travel trailer at a home base like I do right now is extremely inexpensive, and having my Prius as a car to drive around in, and my expenses are very, very low. Of course, I have to pay a payment on the RV and and the Prius, the total for both of them is about $400 a month for the travel trailer and the car. And then insurance for both is $65 for both the car and the travel trailer. So that's $465 a month for housing and transportation. Pretty cheap. Of course, I have to have water, which is $60. Anyway, I'm going to go get some gasoline today at Walmart. I get gasoline about once every 10 days, and it costs me about $10. My gasoline bill for a month at home, when I'm at my home base in my Prius, is about $40 a month max. Pretty cheap, isn't it? A Class B Motorhome, that wouldn't even get you across town. Well, that would get you $40, say 20 gallons. That gets you 200 miles, maybe. Comes with a little U-Haul. I still think those things would work. They get about 12 to 14 miles a gallon, depending on how you drive them. The U-Haul. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video. I'm going to pull up in here and get some gasoline in just a minute. This is Marble Falls we're coming into for you new guys on Highway 281. I'm going south. And this is Rusty 78609. Thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy USA made when you can, if you can. And drink plenty of water. Take deep breaths. Stretch. Walk. Keep your health. Don't eat out too much. Keep your health, babe. The whole thing. What are the ingredients to health? A healthy life? Diet, exercise, and rest, I think, are about it. Not many variables. Pretty simple, but we sure make a hell of a mess out of it. Some of us do. Anyway, guys, enjoy your day. Adios from Central Texas, Rusty 78609. Bye-bye.